Alright, YouTube, we back. So, a couple minor things going on with the car. So the new reservoir worked out perfectly. I felt like the old one was just doing way too much because it had way too many ports on there. That car, you just need two. You need one port that goes from the radiator to the reservoir that brings in the fluid from the antifreeze. And then the top part is more like a vent. So that if you have too much antifreeze in the car, it will either push it right out or it will just suck in the fresh air and help the vacuum get right inside. So one thing I am noticing with the new reservoir that I figure will be good for you guys to know is that even though it's a better one and it has the radiator style cap, which is what you want, with this one I'm noticing that I was building up pressure in my cooling system, so my hose was getting extra hard, and it was also causing my car to misfire. I did check the coils out. The coils were working perfectly fine. I just did the injectors last week. All three on that side brand new, so that shouldn't be the issue. I know, cylinder 2 and cylinder 4 I did fix because those are the wires that got chewed by the rat, but all that was all soldered on there, so that should be perfect, and the plugs were good. So with the coolant reservoir, what I'm noticing is that because it has a radiator style cap, that should be 9 pounds. Because I don't know if it wasn't enough pressure or maybe not enough heat, but it wasn't opening to allow the pressure to go through. So what I did was, being that I had my old radiator cap that was no good, because it was old, I went in the garage, I cut off the rubber piece, and I also cut off the little spring that goes in there so that it's continuous open flow. And I put that on the radiator and it worked out perfect. So now everything's flowing through, it's venting like it should be. I got a brand new fitting coming in on Monday so I can run the hard line of that, because I tried doing a rubber hose to the hard line, but it was fucking flopping around like this, and fucking we can't have that. We need everything tight. But yeah, so let me tell you more about what's going on with the car. Alright, so the car, right? When I took apart the oil filter housing, the seals on the bottom, I figured there was nothing wrong with them because it wasn't leaking before. So I had put it back on when I was getting a slight drip of oil that's coming from the back of the engine. So when I hop on the engine and I'm laying down across the engine bay and I'm looking at the back of the oil filter housing, it looks like the seal in the back is either not sitting properly or the seal just needs to get replaced when you go in there. So I did order 2 brand new seals. I ordered one for the front, one for the back, and I also ordered the metal seal that goes on top of the oil filter housing that has the 8 screws that hold it in place. Which means I got to take out the thermostat housing again, which is not a big deal. And since I'm in there, I'm going to take out that thermostat. I did buy a brand new one from the dealership, so I'm going to put that in there. Save that for like a spare or like for reference if I need it. But that's what we have going on with the car. The car's not overheating no more. The car's been acting normal. The car's also not misfiring no more ever since I fixed that issue with the reservoir. So everything has been straight so far. The only thing I'm waiting for is the parts. The parts, usually I order my parts. I taught you guys how to do it. I get it from eBay. Did the dealer ones, 100% legit. So I got one of my hood bumpers coming from eBay today, which I'm going to put on when it comes in. The other parts, I'm like, oh, let me just order it from the dealer, because they're right next to my house. I can get it sooner. I ordered it on the 9th. Still haven't got it yet. If I would have ordered it from eBay, I would have been got it. My car would have been done, all set on the road, fixed, drive, driven, everything. But it's getting cold outside, so it's just fucking me up. So what I did was, I contacted the dealer today. We don't know when the parts will come in. Hopefully they come in either by this week or Monday, so I can go ahead and start taking the car apart. But if you're going to do that job that I just did, make sure you replace those seals on the oil filter housing, underneath the manifold. Those brand new seals are brand new. And I also ordered the gaskets that go to the top manifold as well, so all those are going to get replaced. After that, the car will be back to normal. So that was the issue we had with the car. It had nothing to do with the water pump. It was minor little things that led up to this big situation that we have. So when I get a chance, once all these parts come in, I'm going to post an actual video on the seals. I'll do you a favor, post some part numbers, and maybe go in depth on how everything's taken apart to make it easy for you guys. But today, YouTube, enjoy yourself.